Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing another one of my 2017 roundups. Today it's going to be makeup. If you've already missed it, I did like my most worn, like my 5 most worn pieces in fashion of 2017 already, so I will link that down below. But today it's all about the makeup. Those of you that are subscribed to me for quite a while will know that I do have a background in beauty. I worked in beauty retail doing like makeovers on counter for like a super long time. So makeup is a love of mine, but it's not like a focus of my channel anymore. Because I'm not primarily a beauty channel, there's no pressure for me to like constantly be changing up my routine, and saying products are good when I haven't really tried them for like an awfully long time. So when I say something is really good and it performs well for me, I really do highly recommend it. And yeah, let's get straight into it. A great eyeliner is super important for me. Like over the years, I've used everything, like every type of eyeliner I have tried, like felt tip liners, the regular ones that, liquid liners, gel liners, brushes, all of that stuff. But something has made my life so much easier in the last, I would say, year. I've definitely been, maybe just over a year. I feel like I bought this around last Christmas, but it's the Tom Ford liquid, okay, what's it called? The eye defining pen in black. It's expensive, and when I bought it, I was terrified. I was like, if this mofo doesn't work, I will be so unhappy about it that I've wasted the money on it, but it's a total keeper. I feel like this just has completely trumped everything else I own. So like I mentioned, it's a liquid liner. It has a brush tip, which I really enjoy. It's not a felt tip. I've never had to clean it. It's just never caused me any hassle. The product comes out of it beautifully. It's super black. It's smooth. I've just never had any of the issues that you have with a lot of eyeliner pens. I've tried quite a few like drugstore and high-end ones like Aucoin, Kat Von D, the L'Oreal ones, and just none of them perform as well as this one. And this is showing no signs of running out. I have no idea how much is left in it because it's still going. And not only does it have one end, it has a second end with a super, super fine tip. Like it's like a tiny pen tip for really, really precise liner. This side is more of a felt tip. Ironically, I feel like my eyeliner is only about a 95% match today, but you guys can get the gist, and it's my favorite. Now, I could not come on here wearing a Glossier sweatshirt and not talk about my favorite Glossier products. They're one of my favorite brands. You guys know, like on the everyday, like when I'm just vlogging or just not like living my life, I like super light coverage makeup because my skin is fine, and I'm very lazy. So Glossier products just really suit my lifestyle. They suit the kind of look that I like. I sort of like to look my best in the most like natural way possible with like minimal effort. So I feel like it's me but better makeup. And yeah, the 2 products, I'm counting them as 1 each, are the cloud paints. Really, really enjoy the cloud paints because it's weird. They're sort of like, I feel like cream, like they are like a cream blush, but I've used cream blushes in the past and they're not as nice to apply as these. And I love it. I apply it with a beauty blender. I feel like a lot of the Glossier products work really well with a beauty blender. This is a crowd pleaser. If you don't know what to get and it's your first time trying cloud paint, I would try Dusk. It's just, everyone likes this one. It's just sort of like a peachy bronze shade. And then I also like Puff, which I feel like is a bright bubblegum baby pink, but a lot of people are scared of it, but I think it actually looks beautiful. You just need to use it like a little bit lighter. And yeah, for my like slightly more tan skin tone, it just gives like a bit of a rosy flush, and I love it. Sometimes I mix them together. Now this is a product I really, really did fall in love with. It's the Glossier Stretch Concealer. As you can see, I've hit pan on it. It's lasted me forever. I'm surprised I've even gotten this far with it because I don't just use this as a concealer. I use it all over my face, also with a beauty blender. So if I'm on a trip, I don't want to pack foundation. Like I know I want to bring something just in case, but I know it's going to be like a low-key weekend or like trip away. I will literally just bring this because I can build it up under my eyes for concealer, and I can use it, pat it down with the beauty blender for a super thin but perfectly evening, like just light coverage. It does not, with a beauty blender, it just doesn't even look like there's anything on your skin, but it just evens the skin tone, it's a perfect like little base for the cloud paints, and yeah, it's just a beautiful texture for dry skin especially. It's very like emollient and actually quite corrective, surprisingly enough. Like I've got quite dark under eye circles, they're like my main thing, and concealer is like one of my like desert island products, and this does everything. And yeah, it's not like full coverage, but buildable wise, it's pretty close. I can get like quite a nice natural look with it. Really, really like this one, and I'm in the shade medium 2. Favorite skincare product, hands down, of 2017 was the Origins Drink It Up Intensive Overnight Mask. Oh, I cannot recommend this product enough if you have dry skin. It's been cold in New York for a while now, and I have not experienced any of that like crazy skin change. You know, when your skin goes all like scaly and like unmanageable and just gross. Because this fixes all of my problems. And like I mentioned, I like products that do more than one thing. If I can like reduce the amount of things that I have, I'm all for that. And for me, I don't have extremely dry skin, but I definitely have dry skin. For the first couple of like month or two I used it, I did use it solely as like a sleep-in mask. And you know, put it on quite liberally. And then I don't know what happened one weekend, I brought it with me and I had no moisturizer. And I started using it as a moisturizer, and it changed my life. Like, it does not clog my pores, even though it's a mask. It keeps my skin perfectly balanced. It keeps the dry skin away on a regular basis. It smells divine, like peaches and apricots, and it's just refreshing, and it's just one of my favorite products. And if I had to pick one moisturizing product for my face to use forever, I think it would be this one, because it just does so much for me. It's a mask and it's a daily moisturizer also. I've definitely had this brush for just over a year, but I felt like I wanted to give it an honorary mention before I start talking about the last two products, which are both powder products, and it's the Sigma Soft Angle Contour F23. I picked this brush because, again, like the moisturizer, if I had to pick one brush for my entire face when it comes to anything else that I put on my face other than foundation, because I use my beauty blender for like my foundation, it would be this brush, because it's the perfect density to pick up product, but it's also so soft and fluffy, and it does my bronzer, my blush, my contour, my, you know, face powder if I really need it to kind of do an extra job. Really great quality brush, and for fibers like this, it's super soft, and it's not that kind of synthetic soft that feels quite like static. It feels like real hair. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I'll leave the product details down below. And another surprise purchase from MAC. I'm not like a huge MAC person, but there is a couple of products that I really do like, including my by 9 palette, which I use all the time, but I feel like I've had that longer than a year. I didn't want to talk about it in this video, but for sure a product that I bought this year was the, what's this called? This is the Mineralize Skin Finish in medium, and it's, even though it's medium, it's pretty light. Like, I would have guessed that this shade would have been light, but it's not. And even without foundation, this does have like a evening out effect, and I love it. It just does not add like a layer of powder to my skin. It takes away the shine, which is great for filming. It doesn't oxidize or disturb or change the look of the makeup that I've put on, but it's just sort of like the finishing touch. Like, I just don't know how I went this long without that final layer, just to like blend in my bronzers and my contour all together. I use it a little bit more liberally, like under my cheekbones, just to carve out my cheekbones just a tiny bit and like clean up any product that might have fallen down a bit low. Does it feel cakey or like there's actual powder on your face? So if you're scared of powder and you've thus far have not found one and you've dry skin, well, any skin, but especially dry skin, this is the one you need. And the last product is my most used contour, and this is the Aucoin Sculpting Powder in medium. And I thought when I got it, it would be too light for me, but it's not. It's the perfect contour shade for me, and it's very, very buildable. Tiny, tiny, tiny little palette, but it doesn't wear down too fast, and I just have been enjoying it so much. It's really, really ashy, natural contour. I feel like it's perfect for my skin tone, and even if I don't want to look bronzed, I can use this and it still like chisels my face a little bit, you know? So I have it on today. I have a little bit of it on today for example. You can get this from Space NK, I think, but it's for sure been my favorite contour so far. I had to give it a mention because it's the only contour that I've used all year. If you didn't already know that, that might mean you're new. I would definitely recommend subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell because I upload a ton of different lifestyle content, and because it's such a wide variety, if you want to see all of it and see not just the beauty stuff, then definitely hit the notification bell below. Oh yes, and the giveaways. I have just so much stuff, so I'm doing 3 different giveaways with this video just to suit different people. I'm going to run you through those now, but one of them is a repeat giveaway because I tried contacting 2 winners from one of my vlog giveaways and they didn't reply, so that's another reason why you should have notifications on, because if I message you that you won, you'll definitely see that you've won. So another reason, but I've actually also made that giveaway bigger since, so I thought I'd just rerun it and also include 2 more giveaways so that there'll be multiple winners, yay! So first up, definitely one for the skincare lovers. I've got some of my favourite skincare brands in here, including the likes of Tata Harper, Paula's Choice, one of my favourite brands, and also brands like Origins and Eve Lom. Prize number 2 is super fun, really colourful, lots of playful makeup in here. I've included brands like the Estee Edit, I've got a really nice palette from them, and lots of individual eyeshadows from the likes of Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and Buxom Cosmetics, and even some Ciate liquid lips in there too. And I've also included an empty Z palette, which is a magnetic palette for all your individual eyeshadows. Last up is the Space NK mystery bag. If you're the kind of person that likes to try out new products in the hopes of finding their new holy grail, this is definitely the one for you. It's full of luxury samples, beauty and skincare, so it's kind of a mix of the first 2, and again some of my favourite brands by Terry, Hourglass, Chantecaille. This is a really good one too. Entry in the description. Those were my 5 standout favourite beauty products of 2017. Also, if you're interested in the Glossier sweater, I'm pretty sure it's still on sale, so I will leave a link to everything I mentioned and the sweater in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you do stick around to see more of my content, my vlogs, my fashion videos, my lifestyle stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah!